Hello everyone, welcome to 8th standard second language English classes. Today let us read the lesson Jamaican fragment written by A.L. Hendricks. A.L. Hendricks is a prolific writer. Some of his short stories appeared in the issues of the magazine Focus. He is a West Indian writer, and his writings carry the flavor inherent in the Caribbean literature. The story Jamaican Fragment brings out the prejudice that almost every person suffers from when it comes to the denominational issues like color, caste, and class. Every day I walk a half mile from my home to the rail track lines in the morning and from the lines to my home in the evening. The walk is pleasant. You can see on either side red and green roofed bungalows, green lawns, and gardens. The exercise is good for me, and now and then I learn something from a little incident. One morning, about halfway between my front gate and the rail track, I noticed two boys playing in the garden of the more modest cottages. They were both very little boys. One was 4 years old, perhaps the other 5. The bigger of the two was a sturdy youngster, a very dark with a mat of coarse hair on his head and coal black eyes. He was definitely a little Jamaican, strong little Jamaican. The other little fellow was smaller but also sturdy. He was white with hazel eyes and light brown hair. Both were dressed in blue shirts and khaki pants. They wore no shoes and their feet were muddy. They were not conscious of my standing there watching them. They played on. The game, if it could be called a game, was not elaborate. The little white boy walked majestically up and down and every now and then shouted in a commanding tone at his bigger playmate. The little brown boy dragged on quietly behind him and did what he was told. Pick up that stick. The dark boy picked it up. Jump into the flowers. The dark boy jumped. Get me some water. The dark boy ran inside. The white boy sat down on the lawn. I was amazed. Here before my eyes, a white baby, for they were little more than babies, was imposing his will upon a little black boy, and the little black boy submitted. I puzzled within myself as I went down the road. Could it be that the little boy, a son of a house servant? I asked myself. No, they were obviously dressed alike. The little dark boy was a neighbor's child. I was sure of that. Then how was it that he obeyed so faithfully the white boy's orders? Was it that even as a boy he sensed that in his own country he would be at the white man's beck and call? Could he make a difference between himself and the white boy? And could he think that he was going to boss over the black man? I could find no answer. I could not bring myself to believe such a thing, and with my own eyes I had seen a little dark boy take orders from a little white boy. Obviously, he is social equal and younger and smaller. Were we as a race really inferior, so inferior that even in our infancy we realized our deficiencies and accepted a position as the white man's servant? For a whole day I went on asking these questions to myself. For a whole day my faith in my people was shaken. When I passed by the afternoon, the little boys were not there. That evening I thought deeply on the subject. Thank you.